your week. Yeah, it certainly is a warm and muggy start. We've got temperatures that have been holding it right around 72 to 73 much of the morning. In fact, officially at the airport, 73 is where we currently sit. As we go through the rest of the morning, a slow warm up, but we keep things very warm and muggy all morning long. 76 at around 10 o'clock, 78 at around 11 o'clock. And I think by the time at lunchtime, at least by noon, we'll be up into that 80-degree range. And it's going to be a warm and windy day. Can't rule out, though, a stray shower or thunderstorm, but I'm also down when our severe weather threat is going to be back on the increase. We'll break down
Jackie Sager, you know that? There's second Jackie Sager right now.
Fox 23, Chase Thompson from KRMG has a look at 169 in East Tulsa.
Now, Ron, right now, as we're taking a look at the map right here, we can see that northbound 169 looks good from that drive from the BA up there towards I-44. Now on the express.
I bet he don't know my brother or my dad's name.
Westbound on the BA near the Memorial area, right where that slowdown is occurring there. If you're about to jump on the expressway, just be aware this crash just happened here just a few minutes ago. We'll also take a look at your drive here. Now, the expressway, we got that slowdown ongoing, and we're taking a look at the drive as well. On I-244, that earlier crash in North Tulsa, still working that right near Highway 11 there, causing a little bit of a slowdown. Around that, you should have a pretty good drive on to downtown Tulsa. We'll take a look outside with the Skyview network right now. Highway 169 northbound exiting at I-244, and you can see slower traffic on that ramp right there, but overall hasn't been too bad there on the highway. Coming up in 10 minutes, an update on your morning drive. I'm Chase Thompson, News 102.3, KRMG and Fox 23, Team Traffic.
The Fox 23 severe weather team is tracking possible tornado damage in Orange County this morning. Fox 23's Preston Jones is live in Fairfax with new information from emergency management officials about the storm.
Yeah, Tiffany, I just talked with Osage County Emergency Management. They tell me that state emergency managers will be here today. Also, some Craig County Emergency Management will be here as well. We also know the National Weather Service will be here at some point this morning looking at the damage, trying to figure out the strength of that storm. Further down there, if you look down there, that was actually a barn. I found out just a few minutes ago that the storm destroyed that, pretty much leveled it. It's just a pile of debris. And then back here on this part of Main Street, we've shown you some of this debris here. Like, look at this police car. Pieces of the roof from the post office smashed into it. Parts of the mirrors were damaged. The back windshield busted out. That's not the only car that was damaged. If you look at all of this debris to the right here on the ground, a lot of this also from that post office. And some of it ended up on this car over here. You can see there's this black car that's now covered from a piece of the roof from the post office. Pretty much a loss of this car here. We know that emergency management also told me some of these historic buildings in downtown Fairfax will likely be blocked off for a while with caution tape because they've got to make sure each one of them is safe to go back in. Many of these buildings are more than 100 years old. Emergency management did tell me, though, they have no reported injuries right now. No one was hurt in the storm here last night. Right now, again, though, they're just waiting for the National Weather Service to get here to determine the strength of that storm. We do know that the power is back on for most of the people in this town. Some people I talked with this morning, though, said seeing this out here, and again, just take a look at this. Seeing this is just heartbreaking for some of them. They had a pretty severe storm back in May with some pretty severe damage then as well. So now to get hit again, it's just very tough on some of them. We're going to be out here this morning working to get some more information from emergency management, the National Weather Service, and also talking with some of the businesses. Some of them up on the other street are already wiping up and sweeping up the glass on their storefronts. We're going to go try and check in with some of them. We'll have an update on Fox 23 News tonight at 5. Live in Fairfax, covering news that matters. I'm Preston Jones, Fox 23 News.
The Fox 23 severe weather team learned the city of Bixby is helping neighbors prepare for a natural disaster. Fox live with why you may get a knock on your door this week.
Ron said the Tulsa Health Department is actually going to be out in several different neighborhoods both Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. They're going to be asking neighbors questions about what they do to prepare for natural disaster situations. They're surveying neighbors between 123rd and 131st. With the severe weather we saw this weekend to earthquakes and wildfires that we see in our state, they want that people who live in the area can prepare.
It's also Native American.
Now the city is letting people know about the neighbors.
Yeah.
First of all, you ever wake up every Columbus Day and go, they're just coming out here to get some information, so open the door, you know, maybe with a little caution, but I'm not nervous and wouldn't suspect anyone else should be either.
again, the health department will be going door to door. That's going to be happening on the 9th and 10th, both Tuesday and Wednesday of this week from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Reporting live, covering news that matters, I'm Naomi, Fox 23 News.
The police are looking for a man accused of stealing money from customers' bank accounts. Police say David Williams Brooks is an employee at TTCU. The company says they performed an internal audit that showed unauthorized transactions on 4 customer accounts after they reported their money was missing. Brooks told his bosses he was dealing with some legal troubles and used that money to pay his credit card. We talked with say it's concerning.
You trust your bank, you trust your account. When something comes up like this, you're wondering, who's taking care of my account?
Brooks is facing embezzlement charges now. Fox 23 learned TTCU did reimburse the customer accounts nearly $5,000.
Right now, 8:35 is the time. The search is on for 2 suspects accused of trying to kidnap some middle school students, where officials say it happened, and how those kids got away. Promoting economic growth, how an Oklahoma organization is helping small businesses. A devastating loss for the Sooners in Texas. The coach who's now getting the boot.
Right here in Tulsa. Our web address is
Oh, now at the time to shop furniture and more Superstore to make your home comfortable for the holidays, all while saving money on
Allied Plumbing, Heat and Air. 918-744-1000. No hidden fees, no surprises, and always an upfront price guarantee on plumbing, heating and air, and plumbing parts too. You decide. Fix it yourself or call an expert. Allied Plumbing is here to serve you. 918-744-1000. As the temperature drops, it's time to have Allied Plumbing, Heat and Air check on that furnace too. Schedule your appointment today. 918-744-1000.
Guys, I might be able to do more if I had reception.
I can see the best of me and my kids, but also sometimes deal with the struggles that we each face, whether something from a life situation, genes, or something entirely unique to one of their personality traits. Renew You Neurofeedback Brain Fitness Center has helped us understand why some family members respond as they do, and how neurofeedback continues to effectively help. I'm Dave Weston, and you've heard me say that retraining the brain is possible with Renew You Neurofeedback. From OCD to anxiety, anger problems, reading comprehension, we feel confident in referring others to Renew You. Not only because they are the pioneers of neurofeedback therapy in Oklahoma and have over a decade of experience, but they are also the only board-certified neurofeedback clinic in Oklahoma that combines licensed mental health therapists and physicians on staff who assist with medication management. In addition, they are certified brain health coaches with renowned neuroscientist Dr. Daniel Amen. Combine all that with a caring staff and you have a winning combination. Retrain your brain. Call Renew You Neurofeedback Brain Fitness Center like we did. 918-747-7400 or at RENUYOUTulsa.com.
I'm Becky Dixon for A-Best Roofing. In celebration of our 30th anniversary, we want to thank our loyal customers and A-Best for giving back to this community that's given so much to us. Whether it's donating a roof for a small church or volunteering at a local elementary school, our goal is to help enhance the lives of others. At A-Best Roofing, we like giving where our hearts are, and our hearts are right here at home.
Tomorrow night, Wednesday morning, be Marcus off the line here. We have improving weather. My next update, more on the jacket. All of this. See you in a minute.
Tulsa's coming together to fight
has the forecast that's brought to you by
diseases.
Service Solution for plumbing and air, septic and remodeling. 918-258-6636
out there.
and online at mulleninc.com.
Rick?
Mullen.
Warm, windy conditions down.
17
Isolated storm possible, high temperatures lower 80s.
Supports it
Mostly cloudy night, decent chance of showers and storms late tonight into the overnight hours. Overnight lows near 70. More storms Thursday. Some of which will be severe.
The uplifting attitudes, the fact that they come out on their side to do all this to help us with solid needed support services, and they raised $1,000. And you can still help too. You can donate on our.
Did you know that there's a Olympian Taco Championship on Huska every year for at least the last 15? This is the 15th year. They had the big competition out of 15 contestants. France did.
Soxy?
It was Soxy's Indian Tacos. Took home the first. That's $1,000. Team Strike X won the People's Choice Award. And I believe it was Tess Money. Part of that finals there. How did that?
I don't know.
Pretty
She
good.
got to be in the parade and then so good for her. By this $1 million. Weird. As soon as the painting began to sell, take a look at on the wall there, and it automatically starts to shred. Is that not nuts?
After somebody died for $1 million?
Yes, exactly. Now, there's later on, baby posted a video that's flying. There's crazy with all of that. The thing that's created where it was right. Detective, somebody had a little button that they value. Sticking. So.
There's some about some big issues.
Hey,
Lawmakers.
huh?
Sorry. Clouds. You know, it's kind of one day. All weather patterns also need.
It's Fixing the sponsored by Personal Injury Law Firm.
Fill up on bottom beauty. Master craftsman at the Silver Dollar City National Crafts and Cowboy Festival going on now. Get your tickets today.
I love your new Corolla.
Oh, my robot butler?
Your what?
My robot butler. It has all this tech. Nav, Bluetooth, orders movie tickets. It does everything I want.
Your Corolla.
Robot butler? Yes.
Does your robot butler have a name?
No. That'd be weird.
Depending on the Corolla made for the modern world. Right now, $1,500 customer qualified buyers get 1.9% APR financing for a stylish new 2019 Corolla. Toyota.
Tulsa seniors made Seniors Joe at Burgundy Place an extension of their family for over 25 years and has CARF accreditation, which means peace of mind for families and outstanding service for residents. Come and see how full life can be at Burgundy Place.
Hello, my friends. Greg Walker, the owner and founder of My Community Builders. You know, I started this out of my bedroom in 1982, and I've seen a lot of companies come and go, but I'm here for the long haul. So when you call me for your metal roofing installation, you're getting a high-quality product. It's the permanent solution for protecting your home. Plus, you're going to get the strength and longevity of steel shingles without that metal look.
Well, we were really amazed because most metal roofings look, you know, like your old barn type, and we didn't know they had this that actually looked like shingles. So, I mean, we thought that was great.
So why not call me now? You know, I'm looking for 50 homeowners who need a new roof. Plus, get special savings, 60% off the installation. You know, I'm going to compensate you for your time. I'm going to give you a solar-powered air vent. That's going to be free with metal roofings. Plus, also get that will be free purchase as well. So pick up the phone, give me a call. 365-5055 or 1-800-364-1510. I'll save you a lot of money.
Back over at Conn's Home Plus. Good credit to no credit. Get a low monthly payment and up to $500 cash back. Cash October. Conn's Home Plus.
There's the mosquitoes. There's a Harris Brown. There's a second Harris Brown.
Race.
There's a debate over what? Who's gonna suck whose penis? What? Ozone, which is made up of 3 combined oxygen atoms instead of 2 that combine to make up a molecular molecule of ordinary oxygen. Sends rays of short wavelength decomposed oxygen.
Okay, we are back with you one more time here, and again, some of these wrecks out here, boys, a bunch of them wrecked at westbound 244 Highway 11.
Record 31st near Mingo. Westbound Broken Arrow Expressway at Memorial. These are all accidents. And so it's kind of really slowed things down and continuing to be an issue. Like this, VA, so not that fast. And then once it's done, at the Creek Turnpike down to the VA, looking good. And the Memorial moving at 32 miles per hour.
Quite frankly, it probably shouldn't take very long to be.
What's the catalyst then? Atoms or molecules that react with the ozone, but that are
with this storm system, we had with
catalytic cycle does even smaller
50
concentrations of certain substances in the stratosphere
step after the lift north. This is now serious. They didn't have a couple storms. They had very severe. The storm here was 20.
Lauren Daigle on 94.1 KXOJ. Here's Danny Goki, and if you ain't in it.
These gases are also widely used in refrigerants as well as industrial. They are remarkably chemically inactive, which
temperatures will be in
does not hurt in any way.
That's what we have. It would just please could be until about 10 o'clock Tuesday night until Wednesday morning. We do have a threat. Very threat. And even then we can start the and then tomorrow morning the probability is increasing. I've done it. Here we make. That's late. This agenda and is that
That's Danny Goki. If you ain't in it,
him on the bench.
94.1 KXOJ, any reason to celebrate? Katie and I are there, and this is a reason. It's the
He's
park.
efficient.
And 96 in Garnett, we We are going to be broadcasting live for this huge grand event.
This is really exciting. We're going to be there from noon to 3. That's this Sunday. Now, Park Church of Christ is what it's called. It's at 96th and Garnett. Just look for fun.
Oh my goodness.
Bouncy house.
We have a car show out there with 50 event cars. There's a concert. We'll have some prizes. I think we even have Thunder tickets, so you can qualify to win when you come out there.
And did you fail to mention the food trucks?
Oh, there'll be food trucks.
Yes.
From your local faves.
Like that.
If it's a food truck, it's my fave.
So plan on being with us. You can even come out there after your church and see what's going on at the Park Church of Christ.
Exactly. It's that big place right there on the bumpy road, right?
That road? That was my car. Every time I go over that part of,
Isn't it interesting?
Yes.
The Broken Arrow Express. No, it's 169. It's the creek.
You know what? I don't know. If you don't know, north of 169, you can't
We're talking about.
yes, you think you got a flat real quick, but then you don't.
My kids call it the roller coaster highway. That quite right.
Well, anyway, off to the right there, off to the
Street,
south is where we
75.
Church of Christ from noon to 3.
Look for the cakes of Dave Ann.
It's on the back of small.
They call me Scott the King of Catering. Two Pops, I feel like they were the best value. Bar none. For $10.99 a head, you get a full pound of great food. Half of it's going to be meat, half of it's going to be sauce.
Voted on.
There's two. Follow through easy. We show up on time. We call it 2 Pops time, which is 15 minutes early. We're always going to show up with hot foods hot, cold foods cold. Call 2 Pops Catering 918-516-8277 or 2popscatering.com. 2 Pops, best food ever.
Hi folks, this is Dr. Will Rogers with Rogers Dental Group. We're excited to invite you to our new location at 101st and Mingo.
To Nancy,
We've been blessed with providing dentistry in the Tulsa area for the last 18 years. We're doubly blessed to have a new office with the latest dental technology. From advanced 3D and digital imaging, teeth whitening, and implants, to fast braces which reduce the time it takes to straighten your teeth. With so many corporate dental offices dotting the landscape, if you like yours has lost that personal touch, give us a call. As you get to know me and my well-trained staff, I'm confident you'll want us to be your family's dentist. No guilt about how long it's been, and no lectures. We'll address any problems you have and explain treatment alternatives, as well as offering full payment options. We do accept most dental insurance, and if you're nervous about dental visits, I'm certain we'll put you at ease. Find us at 101st and Mingo, online at rogersdentalgroup.com, and on Facebook. Or give us a call at 918-524-4000.
Here's how you can put in just a little effort and help our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU Federal Credit Union. You get $150 for switching, and every time you use your school credit card, TTCU donates to our schools.
With approved credit, annual percentage yield for dividend-bearing accounts is 0.2% as of 6/1/18. Checking account must be opened by 10/31/18. Bonus requirements must be met within 60 business days of account opening. Some restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
So make the switch and make a difference.
If you're like most people and you see 2 gas stations and one sells gas for a little bit less, you go to that one. It just makes sense. Every little bit helps. But here's what's weird though. Sometimes we save a few pennies here and there and ignore opportunities to save huge money, life-changing money. If you switch to MediShare for your health care, it could be massive savings for you. The typical savings for a family is $500 a month. Think what you could do with that over time. Just doing the math, that's $6,000 a year. That is significant. And yes, people love it, and they love it because it works. It's believers who share each other's healthcare costs. More than 400,000 people are now members of MediShare, and it's growing like crazy. Find out how much you could save and why MediShare is so popular. Go to MediShare.com or call 844-91-BIBLE. That's 844-91-BIBLE. MediShare.
Damn, is that Howie Mandel? Look, Hayden. Closed. You see that? You see that? Jaws. Alistair Cook. Focus on the arts. What are the arts? Bicentennial. Oh yeah, that's from 1776 to 1976. I just learned that today. Colonial silver to a miniature branding iron that would stamp USA on family hamburgers. Huh. Uh-oh, breaking up. Crumbling railroad code. Massachusetts. 115 chosen to supervise the restoration of 115 chosen projects. A good many towns that claim some colonial heritage start subscription fund to rid the old village green belt, of the courthouse mediocrity. Modern buildings, gasoline stations, and the like that blurred the pristine appearance of the original. A conservative society in Virginia prescribed a limit by way of size and construction advertising signs. Highway Beautification Act. Okay, Britain's Great Town and Country Planning Act of passed by an overwhelming majority of both.
State-of-the-art hearing aids was required.
Okay, so the billboard industry has power. Billboard industry, NRA. What happened? They're not in here. Rogers. Porter. Yale. Joe Medwick. Schoolboy Row. Huh? Schoolboy Row and Mickey Crockane. Okay, so we'll look at Schoolboy Row. Whoa. That's a name? That's an actual name? Let's circle that or something, huh? Schoolboy Row. Schoolboy Row. Brother Leo. bad guys. The Yankees were always the guys in the black hats in the World Series. Black hat hackers, huh? Black hat were the Yankees. Matter of fact, as a matter of fact, but civil rights had come to baseball, and as a matter of fact, batted .259 with 3 runs batted in. Not a bad debut for a man or a movement. Civil rights movement. Oh yeah? Pepper. Martin. Riz fans. Huh? Special report. Here we go. Special report. The Uprooted by Charles and Bonnie Remsburg. There's a Remington. There we are. See, Remington. Vladimir. Rochelle. As Jews were trying to leave Russia, they knew the risk. Contraband planted among their belongings, rejections of their exit visas on the unforeseen technicality, or some debilitating provocation to violence to cause their arrest. So, Hayden. Okay. Arrest. Expect anything. Expect anything. We're going to have to look that up. Vladimir had cautioned for both the afternoon and the evening they had traveled by train for their native city in the Ukraine. That's why he took it over the Carpathian Mountains and down the borders towns of Chop, the tension Chop, mounted with every click of the rails. At the custom office door, they were cheerfully kissed and hugged. A handful of relatives came to see them off. A guard now barred further communication. He began to search the boxes of luggage that held all the worldly goods they had any hope of taking with them, clothing and a few personal effects, and 300 rubles, about $330. Dawson, a State Department senior advisor. It does not mean literally that we have to go across barbed wire or an electrified border. The State Department includes in its about 14 million refugees. Okay, that stayed the same. That's good. Mosses, huh? Moses. the persecution of the followers of Moses 1,200 years before Christ in Egypt. Since Adam and Eve were expelled from the Garden of Eden, refugees have been an enduring phenomenon. The persecution of the followers of Moses 1,200 years before Christ in Egypt, the ravaging rages of Genghis Khan across Asia 2,400 years later, the ravaging religious intolerance of the Middle Age, and the Great Zulu expansion in South Africa in the 7th force threatened men, women, and children. The tempest tossed too loud. Thousands of Armenians fled the Ottoman Empire to escape Turkish persecution. 30 major refugee migrations and scores of lesser ones have crisscrossed the globe. In 1975, about 132,000 Vietnamese and Cambodians airlifted to the United States, dominated headlines, but waves of forced immigrants also rolled out of Angola, Ethiopia, Iraq, and Timor.
Nation knocking down.
Vladimir was denied college because he was a Jew. He eventually bribed his way into another school with presents under the table. He gained a mechanical engineering degree. His internal passport declared his nationality a Jew, and in Russia's officially natured atmosphere and anti-systemic, he was only feeble chance of professional advancement. Shell, he was going to apply for exit visa to Israel. I was scared, she remembers. When you decide to go, you have to be not a chicken. Nobody knows what's going to be. As Elf Pernis slogged through the morass of documentation required in the city, growing tension shadowed every move. Delay was piled upon delay over technicalities. The pictures they submitted were 1 inch too wide. Long forms rejected because of misspelling. Day after nerve-wracking day, they feared they would be arrested. More than 8 interminable months passed, and every trifle had been met before the OVIR rendered its decision. Visa denied. No nations. Then in April 1972, more than a few years of their initial application, unexpectedly given permission to leave in less than a month, President Richard M. Nixon would be making his first visit by the U.S. President to Moscow, and Russia was temporarily easing Jewish immigrants for propaganda purposes. That year, 31,082 Jews were granted exit visas, a number that plunged to about 3,500 in the first half of 1970. Had 30 days to get out. I saw on my wife's face that she was shocked. Oh, what's this here? Number of refugees. Look, right there. Canada. None. White Russians, China. Oh, there you are, Mr. Harris Brown. Hey, I bet you didn't know that shit about your glasses that they do now. Ooh. Aren't you guys in the... Yeah. What is that? Fully rely on God. That's Gentile, vile. I don't know what the D stands for. Dick. What's this here? We got some political stuff here. Unemployment office. Yeah. The people just don't give a fuck no more. The Bill of Ceiling. What is that? By Tom Greer.
I thought it was a fully executed game and fully coached up on our part to be in such a big game.
Confederate States of America, $10, Richmond. United States of
The Sooners don't play again until October 20th.
Tax rebate. Apples, 5 cents. I would say that they put all that together to link the bills. And who was that? 4-9. Oh, look, it's my dad's birthday. See? It's probably Caucasian. 497947. Got the cannon back there in the background. Whistling Dixie. Number 6744. Sullivan, or Sullivans. Shillings, 12 shillings. Number 6744. Well, guys, I've rambled on enough. Almost an hour. That's gonna fuck them up. It's out there some way, somehow. Brown, Jefferson, Franklin. Fuck you all. Fucking bastards. Child molested motherfuckers. Alfred J. Miller, who followed the pioneers, the first, I think, genuine American artist in the American theme. Oh yeah? Is that what you think? Who's this guy? Journalist. First the newspaper, then radio, then television. Made sports what they are today. Murray. Is that right, Murray? We'll see if you're gonna do anything good. No, this right here. Look. This is their little, thing that they tell each other. See how the bracket has their square? I've been doing that for a while when I finally caught on to it. Now, I don't know how I caught on to it. If I did it and then they copied or how that went. Oh, here we go. United States of America. See, it doesn't have America here. See, it goes United Saint A State. See, nothing there. No face, no nothing. Ow. Of the president. The United States District Court for the what? I don't know what that is. See, it's not there no more, people.
Music with your family in mind. Your choice.
Oop, there's another one. Reston. Murray Reston. Holmes. Hold on, let's see what we got. 10 more minutes. I would like to question. Oh, we already read that. Holmes. Sherlock Holmes, huh? Yes. Elementary, my dear Watson. There was a time when the United States offered refuge to the poor and the wretched of the earth. I presume this is out of any large scale from now on. Reston. Is that kind of like Weston? No, it's not. I think any self-doubt regarding our role is temporary. Thank you. I agree with that. If there is one thing that runs through the whole of American history, surely it is to rebuke the idea that we will not adapt. Amen. Oh, Mr. Brown, what you got to say, Mr. Oh, what you got to say about that, Mr. Brown? Are kids starving out there and I can't see it? Oh, what's that? That looks like happened over there, Hard Rock not too long ago. Yeah, I remember. I seen it. No gas, huh? Oh, that was Nixon. What was the prices on this sucker, though? 000. I'm like 1420, 420. Oh yeah, it's time to get high. Stay close to the moments that matter. Okay, mankind is going through the most difficult period of our history. We are in several crunches. Energy problem, which is a lie. The food problem, which is a lie. The division of the world into rich and poor countries. The problem of armaments. What are armaments? I don't know, it just zapped my battery though. Armaments. Okay, the bicentennial has provided us with the unique opportunity to look back on our national history. However, it is also necessary that we, as a people, look ahead. And I hope that the discussion today will contribute to that by spurring